My name is Nicole Davis.
My name is Jared Davis.
I am 50%.
And I am half owner of North Rim Glass Studio here in Crawford, Colorado.
Which is located at the base of the West Elk Mountains.
We are a glass blowing studio specializing in molten blown glass.
Glass blowing found my husband and I. It wasn't something that was planned. He ended up getting a job in Crawford, working for a glass studio. Once he got the job, it took a very short period of time for him to fall in love with it.
Well, I would have to say it's kind of a moth to a flame. You know, it's a very dynamic material. It moves very quickly. I thought it was just so amazing to create something out of a molten material at 2,000 degrees. It's one of those things, you either love it or you don't.
It really took for me to fall in love with it our travels to Sweden. And while we were there, I was introduced to many other designers and techniques that worked with glass. And seeing what the possibilities were, that's when my inspiration grew for it.
What we start with is melted sand. So we melt silica sand in our furnace at around 2,200 degrees. We gather that clear molten glass out of there and then proceed to add colors to it. Sometimes it's in the form of color rods, which are mineral oxides and sulfides and chlorides melted down into a glass form. And then we put those glass colors mixed, swirled, layered in the molten clear glass. And as it blows out, it becomes a very thin layer, and that's how those colors are layered on. The process itself, we use furnaces, basically a glass forge, that run around 2,400 degrees. We have the glass pipes, which are basically hollow stainless steel pipes that allow us to introduce the air into the pieces as we're heating it and shaping it and forming it. You know, glass blowing, the size and the level that we're doing is a team sport. Luckily, Nikki and I have been working together because, you know, when we come up with an idea, we've been working the material long enough that we know what we need to do when we need to do it. Glass is a harsh mistress, and if you're not working in a good lockstep with your partner, it makes the process so much more difficult.
Coming up with ideas is the easiest part of this whole thing.
Well, my most favorite parts, of course, are coming up with an idea and creating it out of this material.
Trying to figure it out in my brain on how I can take colors, shapes, put it into our artwork. The first place or destination that was an inspiration to me was Black Canyon. There's just so much power and the sheer just strength. We wanted to recreate the canyons and the valleys, and the waterways.
Having something that you create in a molten form from an idea in your head as rewarding as it possibly can be.